At a time like this, people all over the world are looking for an alternative. Who will show us a new way? Is there any group, is there any leader who can help us heal these divisions, who can point out to us why we should have hope in the future? And the good news is there's an answer to that question in the affirmative. We believe that the athletes of Special Olympics, that their experience, young people, 14, 16, 18 years old, people with intellectual disabilities and their non-disabled peers, we believe they have the power to show the world a new way forward. We are so grateful that the Stavros Niarchos Foundation has agreed to make a major investment in now a global campaign for inclusion, over $8 million, to allow schools around the world to bring children with special needs together with their non-disabled peers, not just to learn about each other, but to learn about the very pathways, the heart and soul, the mindsets that will enable all of them to be includers and unifiers in the future.
This global campaign of inclusion comes right after many years of collaboration with Special Olympics under the Play Unified, Learn Unified notion. And the idea was, under the leadership of Tim Shriver, to really expand it in many schools, expand it in many countries, and actually expand the notion of inclusion at a higher level, at the everyday life.
We want to let these young people challenge their adult leaders, policymakers. We want to allow the voices of inclusion to become the voices of change at the highest levels of government, of business, of society, of culture.
The power of this project is that it really starts the whole process of inclusion at the level of the young people. They play together, they learn together, they learn to respect one another. And it's really the most you can expect from any project that tries to really empower the young people and empower the notion of inclusion itself.
Now we have a new challenge. Not just to give them the chance, but to elevate their voices. Not just to let young people learn that their peers with intellectual and developmental differences are just like them, but to bring that message to all the social media platforms, to all the political and cultural platforms, to not just learn how to be includers, but to demand that others join them. In the end, our belief, shared with the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, is that a global campaign for inclusion can't just be about helping people who are on the margins. It has to be about changing the center. Therefore, we commit, all of us in Special Olympics, and the entire force and power of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, to a global campaign of inclusion where we, yes, give young people the chance to be includers, but we, more than that, give them the chance to change the countries and the cultures in which they live in, so that our future can indeed be one of justice, of joy, and I dare say, of unity.